A routine traffic stop turns into a full-speed nightmare in seconds. Engines roar, officers close in, and one reckless decision sends everything spiraling toward disaster. From brutal PIT maneuvers to violent crashes caught on Dashcam, tonight's pursuit footage pushes every limit. This is Crime Cam USA. Be advised, black Nissan Altima northbound on I-75, felony shoplifting suspect. Troopers spot the damaged Altima near mile marker 224, but before backup can fully lock in, the driver punches it. The Nissan darts across lanes, cuts through the gore area, and rides the shoulder like traffic laws are just optional suggestions. At one point near I-285, the driver squeezes between a semi-truck and another car, forcing a motorist completely off the roadway. That's the moment the chase shifts from dangerous to outright desperate.
Attempted to pit, they coming up on it, they're going towards the right lane. Going towards the right lane. Still going north. They taking 285. They taking 285.
Troopers line up for a second PIT maneuver once traffic clears, and this time the hit lands clean. The Altima slams hard into the concrete barrier, ricochets backward into the opposite wall, then spins to a dead stop across the lane. Guns drawn, deputies move in carefully because the dark tint hides everything inside. Both women are taken into custody, and investigators later discover the Altima was running fake Tennessee temporary tags. All of this over felony shoplifting.
Hands up! Hands up! Step out with your hands up! Driver! Step out with your hands up! Step out with your hands up! Alright, just try to get down on the ground as best as you can. Passenger. Stand up. Walk backwards. Walk backwards towards me. Turn around. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Walk. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. Lay down on your stomach.
Sometimes a chase starts with something small. This one began with a license plate reader catching a Jeep using tags registered to a Hyundai Sonata. On August 1st, 2021, Georgia State Patrol, Corporal Youngblood spotted the SUV near East 20 and attempted a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, driver Derek Alexander punched it. The Jeep blasted through Atlanta streets, launched over speed humps, cut into oncoming traffic, and tore through crowded neighborhoods near parks and pedestrians without hesitation.
Hands up! Get your fucking hands up! Fucking car! Get out of the fucking car! Go! Hey, car, what's the big one? Fucked up, man. I'm sorry. Get your ass up, man.
A black Chevy Silverado refusing to stop on Arch Street is already a problem. Doing it while multiple deputies are behind you only makes the ending more predictable. Arkansas State Police jumped into the chase after Saline County deputies called for backup, and within moments, the pickup was tearing through Dixon Road, swerving across the center line and forcing traffic out of the way, like the interstate was somehow a personal escape route. Troopers tried to shut it down early with a PIT maneuver, but the Silverado tangled bumpers and kept charging forward onto I-53. Oh. Spike strips punched into the tires. Didn't matter. The truck barreled onto Interstate 44, Anyway, even after another PIT attempt and a hard ram from Trooper Kemp Smith. By now, the Silverado looked less like a getaway vehicle and more like a stubborn battering ram running on borrowed time. Seconds later, Corporal Mark Blackerby finally landed a clean PIT that spun the truck out for good. The driver, 52-year-old Edward Davis, was pulled into custody and booked on felony fleeing charges.
Hands down, hands down. Fingers up.
February 6, 2024, Sebring, Florida. An officer spots a vehicle on Sparta Road and makes a U-turn to check it out. That's all it takes. The driver instantly bolts, cutting across double yellow lines, snapping sharp turns like he's trying to disappear between seconds. Lights and sirens come on, but the response is pure acceleration. The chase spills onto State Road 66, speeds climbing past 130 as the car blasts through traffic, flirting with head-on collisions and leaving zero margin for error.
Westbound, speeds 40 miles an hour. He's barely able to control vehicles on the DAV. I need another unit up there with me. 10-4. He's not able to control it. It keeps going in oncoming traffic. We have to take him out.
At Skipper Road, control finally slips, but not the intent. The driver stops, then suddenly lunges straight into a patrol car. Airbags detonating as a deputy is injured on impact. Now it's a weapon. The suspect keeps moving, but the trooper answers with force. Two decisive ramming maneuvers spin and cripple the vehicle. End of the road. The driver drops prone behind the car, still refusing commands until officers secure him. No license, multiple charges, and one very clear takeaway. When a car becomes your weapon, the response won't stay gentle for long. Be advised, vehicle just fled. White Nissan Murano, heading toward GA 204. The call comes in, and within moments, troopers spot the SUV re-entering the roadway after cutting through a residential yard like it's an escape route. Lights and sirens go on, but the driver doesn't hesitate. She accelerates, flips direction with a sudden U-turn, and charges back the other way. Traffic tightens. Cars try to yield. At one point, she nearly clips a vehicle pulling aside, missing it by inches. Ahead lies the I-95 corridor, busy lanes, foot traffic nearby, and the risk is building fast. With no room for spike strips and no units to box her in, troopers make the call. End it now. The PIT is initiated at speed. Contact is made, but instead of a clean spin, the SUV breaks loose, fishtails, and slams into the concrete median. Then it rolls, multiple times. The driver, not wearing a seatbelt, is thrown from the vehicle as it flips and comes to rest upside down. Everything stops. Troopers rush in, call for EMS, and begin assessing her condition. She's alive, but critically injured. She's transported to the hospital, where she later dies. It's a stark, unforgiving ending, one where a chain of decisions closes in fast, and there's no way to undo the final moment. April 25, 2024, State Road 52 in Pasco County. A white Nissan Altima blows by at triple digits in a 45. The unmarked unit lights it up, but the response is a red light violation and a hard push westbound. Then a sudden U-turn, straight onto the Suncoast Parkway, where speeds climb past 115. The car slices through traffic, using shoulders and medians like extra lanes, then jumps off at Ridge Road, looping back in erratic U-turns before re-entering the highway like it's resetting the chase.
Eastbound, crash engine 589 southbound, 589 southbound. Try to get the other unit. It's gonna die here in a Speeds of 106, inside lane.
calls with you on the sound interpreter for Private 9.
On April 25, 2021, Georgia State Patrol units tracked the stolen Isuzu NPR moving southbound through downtown Atlanta on I-75/85 near Fulton Street. The moment troopers lit him up, the driver mashed the gas and turned the overloaded work truck into a rolling hazard. The boxy Isuzu bounced lane to lane, nearly clipping multiple drivers while officers stayed tight behind him through heavy interstate traffic. By the time the chase reached I-75 near Central Avenue, troopers had seen enough. A precise PIT maneuver spun the truck sideways, and the massive vehicle lurched backward into the shoulder barrier before flipping onto its side in a violent crash. Glass exploded across the pavement as officers rushed in with weapons drawn. Somehow, the driver, identified as Tyrell Williamson, survived the rollover and surrendered without a fight. Turns out stealing the slowest vehicle in Atlanta still wasn't enough to outrun Georgia State Patrol. Stolen vehicle, northbound Jefferson, approaching I-30, units closing in. Late afternoon in Texarkana, October 2nd, and what starts as a routine assist quickly escalates. Troopers pick up the suspect vehicle and try to bring it to a stop. No luck. The driver pushes harder, merging onto Interstate 30 eastbound, traffic building as speeds climb toward 95. Cars scatter. The suspect threads through lanes, then makes a risky move, cutting toward the median to pass where there's no road, no margin, and no room for error. That gamble lasts about a second. The vehicle lurches, loses balance, and flips, rolling into the median before coming to rest upside down. Silence hits just as fast as the chaos did. Troopers move in, secure the scene, and pull the driver out alive. 17 years old, already out on a $250,000 bond for a murder charge, now adding felony theft and fleeing to the list. After treatment, he's booked into juvenile detention, and the bond? Revoked, then doubled. Turns out, running only made everything heavier. On July 5th in Marion County, officers identified the silver Hyundai as stolen and attempted a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, the driver punched it and launched into a wild chase through local roads. Deputy Samantha Horn stayed tight behind the Elantra as it darted through the traffic at high speed, ignoring every chance to end things peacefully. Then came the stop sticks. And unlike the suspect's plan, those actually worked.
Close to the church. Coming up, outside lane. It's a hit, it's a hit.
26 going through 17 out.
17.
Going into Lake County.
Going into Lake County.
About 50 seconds later, the Hyundai's front tire exploded and peeled completely off the wheel. Somehow the driver kept going, sparks flying as the crippled sedan lunged toward an intersection and slammed broadside into another vehicle. Even after the crash, the suspects tried to escape on foot, but Deputy Horn used her Ford Explorer to pin the wreck into a grassy ditch before both men were arrested. Inside the car, deputies reportedly found meth and drug paraphernalia. Turns out stolen cars handle even worse on three wheels.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I'm on the ground.
I got him! Behind your back!
I'm on the ground.
January 16th, just after 9 p.m., GA 96 in Talbot County. Officers wave a black Hyundai Elantra forward. The driver hesitates, inches up, then suddenly bolts. Within seconds, blue lights ignite, and the chase is on, stretching into Taylor County. The Hyundai drifts across both lanes, unstable, pushing traffic to the edge, literally forcing a pickup off the road. Whatever the plan was, it's already falling apart. clear straightaway near mile marker 2, the first PIT is executed. Clean hit, but not enough. The car spins, recovers, and keeps going. That window slams shut moments later when a second PIT connects near mile marker 3. This time, the vehicle rotates hard and gets pinned into the median, ending the pursuit. Guns drawn, commands shouted. The driver finally complies. No license, no insurance, and under the influence. In the end, the stop she tried to avoid turned into a much bigger problem.
Don't put your hands down.
Ironic, isn't it? Fake tags meant to stay invisible end up lighting the whole highway up. Byron Brown, 32, gets spotted on I-30, and at first it looks like he might comply. He exits, rolls up to a red light, then suddenly blasts through it, then another, diving back onto the interstate like he's resetting the situation. Speeds climb fast, 120, then higher. Cars scatter as the BMW darts past with inches to spare. Whatever he was trying to hide, he's now broadcasting it to every trooper in range.
25 and 37.
BMW displaying Adam negative yours. 135 exit bound 30.
No, we're going back. Now 35 bound. Bills are 84.
10-4 back westbound, 135.
Like that.
Near the Stanton Road overpass, the window closes. A trooper lines it up and executes a clean PIT, snapping the BMW sideways and sending it out of control. The crash ends everything in seconds. Brown doesn't survive. Inside the wreckage, an FN-57 pistol, more questions than answers. No roadblocks, no drawn-out standoff, just one decision, carried too far. The hard truth? The chase didn't start with the PIT. It started the moment he chose not to stop. On July 11th, 2022, quickly turns into the exact situation Officer Corey Hall was trying to avoid. A stolen car slips through midtown traffic, and Hall holds off on the siren at first, hoping not to turn a crowded campus into a racetrack. That plan lasts about 10 seconds. The driver suddenly bolts southbound, weaving through city streets while officers call out intersections and wait for Arkansas State Police to join the chase. Once the pursuit leaves Hall's jurisdiction, the troopers take over, and the tone changes immediately.
Hands down! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car now!
Stand up! Stand away from me! Face away from motherfucker!
Stand down now! Passenger, do not move! You got driver, I got passenger. I got passenger. All right, get him for you. Get him for you. Move. Anybody else in this?
With traffic finally thinning out on Arch Street, ASP lines up for a PIT attempt at around 60 miles per hour. The contact is clean. The stolen car whips sideways, slides off the roadway, and the entire scene freezes in a cloud of dust and debris. Officers rush in with felony stop commands, pulling both suspects out without further resistance. And sitting inside the vehicle, a large bag of meth? Turns out the stolen car was just the beginning of this guy's problems. Another chase ends, but the damage left behind tells the real story. One reckless decision can change lives in seconds. Stay alert, stay safe, and if you want more real police pursuits and dashcam chaos, subscribe to Crime Cam USA.